Hey, let's go see what I did in the month of October. The first thing that happened is we got invited to demo at Schlegel Village's internal conference. So they're a retirement home chain, and every year they host a conference, and they have an exhibitor's booth where a ton of companies as well as startups come and just talk to their nurses, they talk to their residents, they talk to the directors of care, and they kind of see, what do our staff think of current technology that's out there on the market. And then there's also sessions by researchers at the University of Waterloo who come to talk about the research they've been doing in the aging space. So big thank you to, Laura, Diane, and the whole Schlegel team for letting us be at that conference. Really appreciate it. We also got to demo at the HTech Innovation Week. Now, HTech Innovation Week is held by AgeWell. AgeWell is a really big startup age tech network that we're a part of. And so we got to demo to talk to researchers, to talk to other staff that are at retirement homes, and then also other startups also working on trying to tackle similar problems. Big thank you to, Alex and Michael for setting up the conference and for letting us demo. We really appreciate it, and we'll definitely be back there next year as well. It was just a great time to talk to other people in the industry, and I loved every second of it. In October, we also got accepted to Founder Institute. Founder Institute is this pre-seed accelerator program, so for companies that are really early, like Follex. And so it's great because we get to hear from other founders who have, already worked on their companies for some time and already have a lot of traction. We get to hear from them, like about customer development, about how to implement your product, how to get good customer feedback, how to have a good team, all that sort of stuff, the basics for starting a company. We get to hear a session on that every single week. And we also get to each week practice a 1-minute hot seat pitch of our startup. And so big thank you to Sunil, Jordan, and Shibin for setting up the program and for letting us get in, even though, we apply a little bit late. I really appreciate it. And it's been super valuable so far. Since we've started raising in early October, I've learned that investment funding is a lot different than the funding I've tried to get in the past. Last year we got $13,000 for our project to solve open defecation and grants and donations, but that's a lot different than the funding process that I'm going through right now. I've realized that investing, and one investor actually told me this, the good way to think about investing is that it's kind of like dating. Essentially, when you pitch to somebody, you're trying to understand their investment thesis. So what are they actually looking for in your startup? You're not just trying to give them the whole pitch. You're trying to understand first what they're looking for. Then based on what they're looking for, you tailor your pitch accordingly. You send them a follow-up that's okay, these are the specific things associated with what you care about. And then maybe if, you fit their requirements, then maybe they'll go talk to other founders. From talking to other founders, they'll ask you more questions. Then they'll go talk to, your users. They'll go actually call homes. They'll go actually, talk to directors of care. And maybe they'll also call more founders. And then if they still see fit, then they might say okay, they want to do due diligence. And then after they do due diligence, then maybe they'll write a check or not. And so it's actually a much longer process, a much more personalized process than just, gathering donations for a nonprofit, which is what we were doing before. And so right now I'm just going through that. I know I got to get 100 no's before getting one yes, and so it's just a matter of time before we eventually get a yes, but we're still going through a lot of pitches and been learning a lot. So been a great process, but that's a little update on that side. In terms of our tech, one, we bought a 3D printer that reduced our cost per sensor by 25%, which is amazing. Since we're starting to do, these pilots, there's no point in just buying a ton of casings. We'd rather make them ourselves, and it just economically makes more sense. So we did that. Second is we bought a capacitive touch sensor that lets us know if you're actually wearing the socks or, the nightgown or the pants or not. It lets us know if the sensor is on your body or not. This way we reduce our false alarm rate when, you're putting things in the laundry. And then also we save a lot of battery life because we know, are you wearing it or not? So we just bought that. And so we're trying to integrate that into the current sensor that we have right now. And that's it for the month of October. I'll see you at the end of November. Bye.